Black Beatles in the city, be back immediately to confiscate the Monday.
So, here's a good look for Valentine's Day for all you independent women out there that don't need no man. Because honestly, Valentine's is very underrated. First, we're going to start off with primer, and I use the No Problem by Touche and Sol. Then, after that, I put on the Cover FX Illuminating Primer, because my skin is really dry during the winter, but my T-zone really oily, so like the outskirts get like super dry. It's weird. I don't like it. And I tap that in. So after applying your primer, you want to then continue on to foundation. And I've started using the Superstay by Maybelline. Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. Up to 24 hours. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm using Natural Beige. But it's too dark for me. I should have gotten a shade lighter, so I mix it with my NYX Total Cover Control drops. Total Control Drop Foundation, to be more precise. And you go in. I just apply it like right to my face, I know. It's mine. I'm not using it on anyone else, so that's fine. It seems like a lot, but you mix it. Maybe like Instagram. No, that's too much. That brush has a lot of foundation on it. Anyways, so then I slap on my eyebrows. It's a weird process. I put on my foundation, I don't set it, then I do my eyebrows, then I carve out my eyebrows. You'll see. Using my Anastasia Dip Brow, like everyone out there uses it. To be honest, I like the Benefit Brow, but I don't use that anymore. Anyways, I use the shade Chocolate. Let's go in. I'm just gonna like skip through doing my eyebrows, and I'll save that for another video because it's a long process. I'll come back when I have the rest done. Okay, they're good. They're good. Praise the Lord. So I'll slap on my concealer on the rest of my face, and I use two different shades. I use the lightest shade for carving out my eyebrows, and then I use a darker shade for the rest of my face. Going in. And with this concealer, you kind of want to apply it fast because it dries down and you can't blend. Just slap that light color like everywhere, and then we blend. Now, quickly, after blending it all, get your setting powder. Laura Mercier, as like everyone else. I used to use a Cover FX setting powder. Sorry, I'm just like tapping it up. I used to use a Cover FX setting powder, but then I just recently bought this again. I gave it a go a long time ago. Like a really long time ago, and I didn't really like it. I like the Cover FX a lot more, but I wanted to try this again, so we'll see. Next step, contour. I haven't really bought like anything new to contour with. Like, it's been the same thing ever since I bought it, and that's the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. We're going like full beat today, Just saying. My blush, I kind of go a little bit savage. I put it everywhere. Everywhere. And I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio. And this is the one, Berry Door. It has, I just like swirl my brush and like the whole thing, but it's really pigmented. So you gotta be careful. Ooh, girl. So now it's time to get started on the eyes. I do everything else last. Well, I do my highlight last. And, well, I'm not quite sure. No. I know what I'm doing. Okay. So, as always, you want to start off with the transition color. And I'm using the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. It's so pretty. And I'm going to go in with the shade Musk. This one right here. Just a little bit, just for like some definition and like to make some like bolder colors blend easier. So use a super light hand, circular motions, and I also put it on underneath my eyes. Can't forget to put that lower lash line. So, this is very strange, but I'm going to put the Stun Out Liquid Lipstick by Fenty Beauty on my eyes, and then I'm going to blend it out as kind of a base coat. Base color, that's what I meant. And just like barely, like a little tiny bit. Like barely. And you don't even need to blend it out well, just like, as long as it's there and there's no harsh lines, then don't even worry about how far it's going to go up because we're going to put another color on top. Next up, you want to get a bright pink eyeshadow. And I'm using Star Power in the Jeffree Star Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. The Beauty Killer palette. That's the one. Grab like a lot. Tap it around. And I'm just going to pack it on the outskirts. See how nicely that is blending? Or going together, I should say. Now, when it comes to blending the ends, since you don't technically want to take the color up farther, you want to just have a very, very light hand. Don't put any more product on your brush. And just, like this is, you're pressing hard here to get the, pack the color on, but up here you want to barely even touch your eye. Circular or windshield wiper motions. And this look is pretty blown out. So don't be scared to just go in. It's the kind of look where you're just going to be terrified the whole way through, and then once you get to the end, it'll all come together, trust me. And once you have it all blended out on top, I'm just going to go ahead and add the same colors as the top onto my bottom lash line. And I'm not going to put the red base color down, so it's just the pink. And First you want to tap it on. And then start blending it out. Now it's going to look a lot more lighter at first, but you just want to repeat the same steps over and over until it gets a lot darker. So you don't want to all put the amount of color on at the start, because then it'll just get patchy really quickly. There, you tap it on, push it in. My brush is like low-key poking my eye, which is fine. Now, take your bigger brush from before and just blend it all out. Don't be scared to just go in and make it super blown out, because that's the goal of this look. There, now we're all blended out. I'm gonna go ahead and take a purpley pinkish like reflect color, and the Twilight color from the Huda Beauty Dusk palette seems to suit it very well, so it's that one right there. And it shows up a lot better once you spray your brush. So I'm going to spray it with my All Nighter setting spray from Urban Decay. 1, 2, and go in on your eyes. Wow. Oh yeah. Perfect. And I think I want to darken up the crease just a tiny bit. So I'm going to take the dark purple from the Huda Beauty Dusk palette. Desert Dusk palette. It's a very long name. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I'm going to take the amethyst color, which is the purple, and go into that quite a bit and see how that does my crease. And it blends out really nicely with the other colors, so you don't really need to go in too much. Okay, so next we are going to take a pink liquid lipstick, or a pink eyeliner if you have one. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not quite sure which one I want to. I'm going to use the Watermelon Soda from the Jeffree Star Summer Collection. And I'm not going to apply it directly from the brush, obviously, because it doesn't work that way. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. Get your tiny brush right in there. I'm using a really tiny eyeliner brush from Spectrum Collections. And I'm going to draw some hearts right on the bottom here. So, once you go in with all of these hearts, like I went a little bit more in, what I did was I would tap around a little bit with the brush, get some wet spots, and then tap over it with my fingers. And with what was left on my finger, I would tap around so it all blended in almost like freckles. And it's better, I mean, you can have both sides completely symmetrical if you tried hard enough, but I like how it looks a little bit more asymmetrical, so whatever works for you. Set your face to oblivion. While your setting spray is still setting, I will take my highlighter, and I'm going to use Forever Lit in the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero highlighter palette. I use quite a bit too. And go in. Can't forget that Cupid's bow. Your nose. Just a little bit, not too much on the nose, or else it just, I'm not a fan of that. And then a little bit on the forehead. That's a lot, never mind. Then I'm going to take a small brush and highlight my brow bone and my inner corners with the same highlight color. And after that, we're going to curl our lashes, and then it's time for false eyelashes. But I need to go grab my eyelash curler. I'll be right back. Oh, and if you were to choose to do eyeliner with this look, curl your eyelashes before you do eyeliner. It might get in the way of your eyeliner, but you can work around it. It makes your eyeliner look a lot better rather than curling your lashes while you have liner, because it tends to like pull some of it off. Or if you have super matte eyeliner, it'll like scrunch it up or make it shiny, etc. Now that our lashes are curled, I have been absolutely loving the Lash Princess mascara by Essence. And this is the Sculpted Volume one. I know there's two others, and one has like a straight brush, one has like a really thick brush, I think. But this one is the curved brush, and it like, you need to work with it in the right way. You can't just slap it on. You'll see. I start right from the root, wiggle it in, and then blink into it. Mascara is very important to me. I like to spend a lot of time on my mascara and get it like absolutely perfect, because most often than not, I will choose to go with just mascara and no lashes. Call me crazy, but everyone uses lashes so often. And this wand is also super perfect for the lower lashes because it has the nice curve, so you won't like accidentally like get mascara on your skin or like poke your eye trying to get the right angle because it's already curved for you. So once that's done, I'm going to get some lashes, put the glue on them, let them dry a little bit, then slap them on. I have these false eyelashes. I don't remember what, I think they're Kiss. They're by the brand Kiss. They're like that. Don't remember the name of them. So, sorry about that. Like, use whatever lashes you prefer, because everyone has their own preferences for lashes. Just go in, use whatever. And I like to slap on the glue, put them down, let them dry. I'll pick out a lip color. Then you can go from there. I'm very indecisive as to what I should use for my lips. Like, should I do a nude? Should I do a shimmer? metallic? Or should I do red? I know what I'll do. I'll be right back. Okay, so once our lash glue has dried down a little bit, grab one. And put it on your eyes. Now, I could do a whole separate video as to how I apply false eyelashes. It's a lot of describing, so I prefer not to put that in this video because it'll make it 1,000 years long. Okay. Next up, and last off, lips. I'm going to use the Hourglass lipstick. I don't remember what it's called, but it's this one. In the shade I'll Never Stop. Put that all over my lips. And after applying that, I'm going to take the ColourPop lip gloss by Kathleen Lights, and it's called Moonchild. It's her most recent collaboration with them, I think. And it's like a nice nude with some like gold reflex in it. It looks so good. It's like the perfect gloss. ColourPop lip glosses are honestly so underrated. Like, they are so smooth. And they have so many different formulas. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, leave some comments, and keep it going. Click that bell button down below if you want to keep seeing every time I post a video. And thanks for watching. Bye, guys.